So, turns out my Audi A4 has been running a stage 1 tune all this while, and I had zero idea. I thought it was just so quick for a 2-liter TFSI, and it wasn't until it started showing some weird symptoms I started, thinking again, and then I dug deeper. And what I found out actually explained everything. But for now, let's discuss what the problem actually is. First things first, when I got this car a couple of months ago, the AC wasn't blowing any cold air. So I thought, okay, normal old car, it's probably out of gas. I refilled the gas, and then 2 weeks, gas finished. And I was like, okay, fine, maybe there's a leak. But one thing I realized during that 2 weeks that I was working was that sometimes the AC clutch would trigger, and sometimes it wouldn't trigger. So what did I do? Instead, I refilled the gas, but before I refilled the gas, I changed the AC compressor, put new O-rings, and then refilled the gas. Now, this seemed to work, but then again, I started experiencing power draws.
Revs okay, AC is off, that's when it's just a little bit. Just a light throttle and then it goes down.
Now, because this problem only comes on when there's full load on the car, like when the AC is on, I initially thought it was the AC that was drawing too much power. And that was one of the reasons why I also replaced the compressor. But I was like, okay, new problem. Right, no wahala, no issues. It's an old car, it's what you expect. You get me? You can't buy, a 2009 car and not expect little fixes here and there. So what did I do? I got the alternator tested, and actually it was not working properly. I think around 2000 RPMs or so, it was like giving like little voltage drop. So you know what I did? I changed the alternator, I cleaned the MAF, I cleaned the throttle body. After cleaning the MAF and the throttle body, the issue was still there, but it was less annoying. So what I did instead was I bought a new MAF, and then I analyzed the live data after I'd gone like a couple of drive cycles, and then boom, this error code comes up. And if you know anything about these old A4s, you would know that one of their weakest link is the PCV valve. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Now, will a new PCV valve solve this issue once and for all? We'll find out at the end of this video. Now, the primary function of this PCV valve is to direct the gases that build up in the crankcase into the intake manifold. Okay, as simple as that, Now, if this is stuck open, or if it's faulty and it's stuck open, it can let unmetered air into the intake manifold and cause like a vacuum leak and cause air fuel mix, lean mixture, whatnot, and that can make your car stall or make you have like rough idling issues. Now, if this is stuck closed, the pressure inside the crankcase can build up and make you fail emissions tests, because you would have like very deep dark smokes in your exhaust. So basically, this middleman, this guy, is very important. And since I already know it's a common failure point in this Audi A4, it makes much more sense for me to replace this first and see if that would sort the issue I'm experiencing. So I got this Riders replacement PCV valve from Autodoc, and from what I can tell from forums and all that, it's a good replacement part for the stock one. And basically, from the points I can see here that you need to install, I think it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just around 9 bolts or so to take off, and then put this one back in. But I think to put that in, we also need to take off this wiring harness for the coils. So 2 bolts here is being hindered by this coil plug. Okay, I have that out. I'm just going to plug that hole, just because you don't want anything getting inside there. Trust me, you don't. Just before I put the new one back in, I just want to clean the edges up just a little bit. Carefully clean the edges. I'm trying not to make anything fall inside, because if anything falls inside this engine like this, power drawing will be the least of my worries right now. So just before you put the new part back in, I read somewhere that it's important that you lube up the gasket with some oil. I've just got some some of my oil here, and I'm just gonna do that. And this one goes in first. Yeah, push that in properly. It's seated. Yes, plug back in and start tightening it back up. New PC valve is all in. Everything is all good. It's snug, it's tight. What's left now is to replace all of this. It's just a reversal of everything that we've just done. So yeah, I'm not going to stress you with that or bore you with that. So I'll replace all of that and then take it to a couple of drive cycles and see if our problem is solved or not.
In the beginning of the video, I did say that I initially thought the AC was demanding too much power from the car, but I started on a discovery just quite recently, and that actually proves that the power draw I was experiencing has nothing to do with the car being stage 1. I would explain. Whilst I was going through like some other live data, I checked the refrigerant pressure and I realized that it was stuck at 25 bar. Now, it being stuck at 25 bar meant two things. Either I had an overcharged system or the G395 sensor or the AC sensor was lying. So what I did was I ordered another sensor. This is the second time I'm replacing this sensor. So you would understand why I didn't look there at first, because I'd initially replaced it, but I think I'd replaced it with one that wasn't compatible with this vehicle, because it being stuck at 25 bar means the ambient temperature that the car was reading was basically around 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. And that means like the engine has been trying so hard to keep up with the AC's demands just because of that little sensor. I replaced the sensor, put a new O-ring on it, greased the O-ring with some power, and put a fresh sensor from Autodoc, and the difference was staggering. What was stuck as 25 bar before was now reading 6.9 bar. That's around the figure that it should be. It's so crazy how I thought it was, you know, something else. At first I thought it was, you know, the MAF, I thought it was the throttle body, I thought it was the, you know, the PCV valve. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, changing the PCV valve literally, like, you know, cleared the error that I was getting, the fuel lean mixture error. I was thinking of doing a 0 to 60 for you guys. Well, to be honest, I don't know how people do it, but like, maybe it's just around me, but I literally can't find any road that's safe enough to do, you know, a 0 to 60. I don't think I will be doing a 0 to 60. But I'm genuinely curious to know what the numbers are on this car, like the 0 to 60, because it does pull really well. It pulls really well, especially in the third gear. And like I said earlier, from the live data that I analyzed, like, those are not stock figures. They're not stock figures at all. I'm just curious exactly to know, you know, what the 0 to 60 is, but I don't think I have the resources to do a 0 to 60. The next thing we'll be doing on the channel is lowering springs, because sorting that out means I can now focus on, you know, finally modifying the car how I actually want to modify it. So yeah, if you've enjoyed watching this video, make sure to stick around, because we have a couple of mods coming up, and I think I will also still continue doing, you know, videos like this one, just nitpicking really little bits and bobs in regards to what's not right about a car, because in your everyday life your car definitely comes up with like little you know, issues and errors and stuff like that, and I feel like it just makes some kind of sense, you know, to talk about it and to, you know, because again, you don't even know if there's anyone who's out there experiencing similar you know, errors like this. I guess it's one of those odd things, because I've heard on forums how little electrical, you know, problems can really throw the car into like a frenzy, and I guess that was one of the things I just experienced. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Drop a comment, drop a like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video, and see you guys in the next one.